Hello, welcome to the Feng Shui School. So I know there's some of you who it's all overwhelming, right? It's a lot to look at. It's a lot to absorb. It's a lot to take in, especially if you haven't done a lot of personal growth and development or programs or courses. And I just wanted to throw together this video for those of you who just wanted a walkthrough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to walk you through how I would step into the Feng Shui school if I were a student. So let me just give my screen a share here, and you should be able to see your Feng Shui school page. So there's a lot of material in the Feng Shui school, so much so that the price can be deceiving, right? You're like, whoa, I didn't know I was in for this much material. But it's amazing. You have access to this for as long as you need, as long as it exists, and just take your time. Take it one step at a time. So welcome to the Feng Shui School. There are 4 modules in the Feng Shui School, and they're going to bring you absolutely life-changing results. So you can take as long as you like to run through these, but we do recommend that you set yourself a schedule. So create for yourself Feng Shui school time, right? This is like, imagine yourself in a new course, in a new program, with homework, right? So we don't actually get that work done unless we create time and space for it. So I would suggest that you bookmark this page. I'm working in Chrome right now, so the way I bookmark is this little star up here. If I click that, I can bookmark the page. And that way it's really easy for me to get to. I don't have to say like, hey, where's that Feng Shui school page? And all the bookmarks show up on the top. But if you're not working in Chrome, it's gonna look a little different. So figure out how to bookmark on your computer and bookmark this page. Bookmark the welcome page so that you can access it really easy. And then go to your calendar and set aside, it's so windy out, oh my goodness, windy and snowy, it's kind of magical. Set aside time where you can work on your modules. So those are the first 2 things I would do. Bookmark and go to your calendar and go, when am I going to do this work? When am I going to show up and do the Feng Shui in my home? When am I going to show up and do the journaling work? Create space for that. We really recommend going through 1 module at a time. Again, this is yours. You can do whatever you want with it. But we did create it as 4 separate modules because we really believe that's a digestible way to move through it. So right now, and as you move through each module, do a check-in. Am I feeling resistance? Am I feeling overwhelmed? Am I feeling gratitude? Am I feeling excitement? Allow all the feelings to come through and share them with us. The more you interact and share with us, the more we can give back to you and help you get the best results you can out of the program. So what else do we have here? Pretty much everything is written out. This video is only for people who feel like they need to hear my voice. They need to understand the walkthrough. So the personalized consultation of your home is some of the most important part of this work. Jen and I really believe that one-size-fits-all solutions can be helpful, but until we see your space, until you send us your birth date and we know who you are and how you live, we can't give you the unique one-on-one guidance that's going to help you really rock this thing. Even though this is a mostly automated program, we felt like it was really important to give you some personalized attention. If you went through one of our other programs, Unlock Success or Unlock Success VIP, you were going to get way more personal attention, but it was really important to us that even this program was created and had unique consultation for you. So make sure you jump in here I'll just click this button so we can look at it together. But this is where you're going to follow the steps and take pictures of your space. So send these to Jen. Follow these steps one by one. It looks overwhelming, but it's probably only going to take you 15, 20 minutes to get those out to her, and then give us a week or so, depending on how many of you are sending us information, maybe 2 weeks, to create your personal consultation. Give us that time, but there's plenty for you to do while we do that for you. You don't need to wait for us to get back to you on the personal consultation to get started in the program. So, that leads us up to getting into the work, right? There's a lot of videos here, but you'll notice none of them are really more than 10 minutes. So understand the history of Feng Shui. Understand what the Bagua map is. Get a sense of what are the goals you're setting. Just take a few minutes. I would recommend you schedule 1 hour to just get yourself settled. Use that hour to bookmark the page, put the time in your calendar, watch the starting videos, get excited, take your pictures, send them to Jen, to just do that beginning work, because all of these things are going to apply to all the modules. So here you'll see, like this says exercise on page 13 of the module workbook. That doesn't mean jump to it right now. It means when you get to page 13, this video will be referenced and helpful. Same for here. When you get to page 10 of each module, this video will be helpful. You might not need to watch it every module, but it's here. It's the same content. This is just, remember, Jen and I, if you haven't listened to this podcast, mind, body, spirit, and space are the 4 pillars that we build all of our work around. So we wanted to give you some structure around body and spirit, because we don't really work with those in the journal workbook and in the Feng Shui consultation. So we wanted to give you some extra information. You can skip this part completely if you want. It's a really important piece of your success in terms of your long-term sustainable success, but it doesn't, you can skip this in order to get through the rest of the module. So take it as you desire. This is all extra. So here we go. This is where we dive in. Module 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's just jump into 1. Remember, down here, you can always book a one-on-one call with us. They're at a super discounted rate. So that's exciting. The Unlock Success program comes with one-on-one coaching with us. So we get on with you and we coach. That's how that program works. But in this program, one-on-one coaching is not part of the deal. That's why the price point is so much lower. But if you need a call, go ahead and book one. So let's jump into module 1 just to take a quick peek. All right, so module 1 is all about the wealth area and the helpful people area. So the first thing you want to do is print your workbook. Every time you get into a new module, print your workbook. That's vital. That is the core of the program. Then you want to set a goal, right? That page was on that video was on that main page we were just at. And then you want to start understanding these 2 spaces. So the module 1 is about these 2 spaces. So Jen created introduction videos for you for each of these spaces. And then an informational video about how they're related. So every module, you're going to have 2 spaces that are related. This page here, this form here, is for you to ask us questions. So if you're already doing that by email or another resource, that's fine. Another platform, that's fine. But for those of you who are not, this is where you ask us your questions. Ask us your questions and we will get back to you. So things like, I can't figure out how to make the change you suggested. I wasn't expecting this result. Is it normal? Am I doing this right? Those are the kinds of things you can ask us here, and we will get back to you. Tell us your celebrations too, right? If you work on your entryway and someone offers you a promotion at your job, like, tell us, let's get excited together. And then there's some bonus material in each module, a blog post and a podcast about each of the areas that we're in. So like I said, these are fun products that we just, we love and wanted to share with you if you want to boost those areas at all. But like I said, this is so much content. Take it as you need, but we know from experience with more automated programs that if you don't schedule time to do this, then you invested your money and the program gets set aside and not used. And that's what we're hoping does not happen for you. It's a lot of content. You use as much of it as is helpful to you. But the most important thing for you is going to be to schedule time to do the work. Because if you don't schedule the time and honor your word, it's going to be one of those things that you put off. Ooh, see my beautiful henna? So fun. A little side note there. All right. Well, I hope that was helpful. Welcome again to the Feng Shui School. It's an absolute pleasure to have you as a part of our community, and reach out to us. We want this to be an amazing experience for you, and we know that it will be if you show up and do the work. All right. Looking forward to hearing from you soon.